My name is Kieran. Welcome to another Manchester United match preview. Tonight, of course, we're going to be previewing Wolves versus Manchester United. I'm excited for the game and I'm excited to get reviewed. Only 3 subscribers away from 600 subs on the channel. So if you haven't already, make sure you do subscribe because we're so close. And yeah, please get involved in the live chat as well as we go through. But welcome to everyone who has joined. Welcome to Exchange Gaming Plays, Rashford, Ryan, and Man United Fan TV. Thanks for joining, guys. Really appreciate it. Make sure you keep getting your comments in throughout the stream, and I'll be kind of bouncing off them and reading them and things like that. But yeah, I think without further ado, we're going to get straight into the preview. And of course, if you are watching this as a video, do make sure you leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. But we're going to start with Wolves. Now, Wolves are in a bit of a weird situation. Yes, in the league, they are currently 7th in the league, doing really well. But they're not coming into this game on the best of form. They come into this one off the back of a 2-0 loss away at Burnley. A game which, really, in the form which, Wolves are in, they should be expecting to beat Burnley. But Burnley outplayed them and, fair play to them. Wolves aren't coming into this one on the best of form. However, they do have confidence in the fact that they have qualified for the FA Cup semi-final and they might have one eye on that going into this one. But I think that's things to consider, but you know what? They always bring their A game, especially for the top 6 sides. I mean, they've only lost 1 game against the top 6 side this season. So, you have to take your hats off to them because it's a brilliant record. But ultimately, it's annoying that they only raised their A game for the big 6. Because if they didn't, you never know where they'd be. Maybe they'd be past Chelsea by now. But Wolves, of course, they're going to be a very tough game, and that's why I'm really hoping we can exact revenge on Wolves in this one. And going away to Molineux has always been very hard. It's always been a bogey fixture for Manchester United. So. They've got really good players, they've got quality players, but this is a massive 3 points for us. Wolves really aren't playing for too much. They've guaranteed safety in the Premier League. They're just trying to finish as high as possible. We're properly playing for something. We're playing for the top 4. So in reality, we should really, we should really, be wanting it more. And I'll be very disappointed if we turn out another poor display at Molineux, because last time we played them, it was poor. It was very poor. I think we put it down to the fact that some players were coming back from injury and they did look a bit sluggish, Nemanja Matic being one of them. But it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. But we have to beat Wolves. We do have to beat Wolves. And we should want it more. And if we do beat Wolves, then we've got a massive opportunity of going into 3rd place. Arsenal, of course, currently winning as we speak right now. So they will move above Tottenham probably into 3rd place. But if we do win, I think we'll go at least level on points with Arsenal. So again, big points up for grabs in the race for the top 4. Welcome to Patrick and welcome to Jack as well. Thanks for joining. I'll read a few of your comments now. Good evening to you. Karen Butter Sport, thanks for joining. He goes with 1-0 United. I'll take that at this point, mate. Ryan says, I think we'll win this one because Wolves will be focusing on their semi-final at the weekend. It's a very good point, of course. Wolves are into the semi-final. They'll definitely have one eye on that, and I hope they do. And I hope we absolutely tonk them, to be honest with you. I hope we tonk them. Patrick says it's all in our mentality. We can make them look like Wolverhampton Wanderers, or we can make them look like Man City. Exactly. Last time we played them, we made them look like Man City. A brilliant counter-attacking display from them. So yeah, we need to make sure we don't make mistakes like we did last time, and I'm sure we'll be fine. Welcome to Fire Curse as well. Thanks for joining, mate. He says, who is the best player in the world? Of course, being an United fan, I'm going to say Cristiano Ronaldo, but I don't want to start that debate. That debate. Jack says we lost the Wolves last time because Young the GOAT wasn't playing. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I think Young has got a much better chance of playing in this one. And I think, I'm not sure what you made of his performance on the weekend, but I think maybe he might be the right kind of person. He definitely is an experienced head in that defence. It's just whether his defensive ability is reliable anymore. I'm not too sure. Brian says we get a good week break before the Barca game. Yeah, that's going to be key, and hopefully we go into that Barcelona game with really good momentum as well. But yeah, it's all about points, as Ryan said, all about points at this stage of the season. And, going to Wolves will be a very tricky place to get the points. And if we do win, we'll only be the 2nd team this season to beat Wolves as well. So, it's going to be interesting. Going to be very interesting indeed. And I think, you know, Wolves will be up for it because, as I said, they always turn up their game for the top 6 because, you know, they seems like they want to play their cup final against the top 6 teams, and they try extra hard, which, you know, they lose 2-0 to Burnley, but we make them look like a prime Barcelona, and that's what's going to happen. So I don't know. We're going to have to try very, very hard if we are going to win. We're going to have to be at our best. I think we're going to have to play a lot better than we did against Watford, because even though we got the 3 points, and at this stage of the season, 3 points is all that matters, we didn't play our best football, and Watford could have easily come away with a point. And actually, they probably felt a bit aggrieved not to come away with a point as well. So, yeah, ultimately, we have to play much better than that if we are going to beat Watford. Wolves, sorry. Especially away from home. It's going to be very, very tricky for us. Welcome to Rasmus. Thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it. And also, welcome to TTX Productions. Thanks for joining us. Wolves lost to Burnley, then play like the Wolves, then play like their lives at stake against us. Exactly, TTX. Hit the nail on the head, mate. Hit the nail on the head. Jack says, you could take 3 players and improve our squad so much. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, Ruben Neves, for one, is a brilliant player, I've got to say. Fantastic for Wolves. I think that's the one which is on many United fans' lips as a potential replacement. And, you know, if the talk of Ander Herrera potentially leaving Manchester United is true, maybe Ruben Neves could be an ideal replacement. Who knows? Welcome to Noah. Thanks for joining, Noah. Really appreciate it. As I said, guys, please do leave a like if you haven't already. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Ryan says, hopefully the whole squad will be refreshed at Barca. Let's hope so. Rasmus says, what do you think about the rumours surrounding Herrera? Well, I thought it was an April Fool's joke, to be honest, and I really do hope it is an April Fool's joke, because honestly, I'll be so frustrated if we do let go of Ander Herrera. Honestly, because for me, anyway, I think the United fan base is a bit split on this, but for me, I think Ander Herrera is one of our most important players. And I think actually, in terms of consistency, Ander Herrera provides that on a regular basis. And I'll be very, very disappointed if Herrera does leave. So, yeah, I'm hoping that, you know, he does stay, and I'm hoping it's all a hoax. But it doesn't look like it's a hoax, to be honest with you. And I don't agree as well with some of the United fans who are turning on Ander Herrera, saying he's a bit of a mercenary and things like that. I don't agree with that whatsoever. So, yeah, I mean, I hope it's all a hoax, to be honest with you. But yeah, well, we'll see how that one plays out. Sometimes these rumours come up and they're absolute, you know, hogwash. So I hope that is the case. I really do hope that is the case for us. And Patrick says, Herrera played better under Mourinho. What's that about? I don't know. I mean, I feel like he did play, you know, all right against Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, especially when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer first came into Manchester United. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what, you know, I don't know why that is, but It's annoying that he isn't playing his best football, because I feel like he is a really, really good player. I think there's a really, really good player inside Ander Herrera. But, you know, I think if we did let him go, it would be a massive mistake, in my opinion. TTX says, PSG trying to buy the players in revenge of Champions League loss. Yeah, maybe, I know. I mean, they've got the money, you know, and Ander Herrera, it reportedly wants 200 grand, and I think, you know, for PSG, they can piss that sort of money in the wind. So, ultimately, they're going to snipe at someone like Ander Herrera, who is probably one of the best midfielders, or holding midfielders in the world at what he does. So, yeah, I think, you know, ultimately, we'll see how this one plays out. I'm not 100% sure if it's real or not, but we'll have to see how this one plays out. Hopefully, Ander Herrera stays at Manchester United, because I think he's an asset. Ryan says Herrera should get a new contract, but maybe the board are thinking there's no point in giving big money to a player who only has a couple of seasons left. Yeah, that's a fair point. Obviously, Herrera is getting towards his late 20s now, so there's not too much kind of time left at the highest level for Manchester United, but I still think he's got some good stuff in him. I really do. So yeah, I hope he doesn't leave, in my opinion. Obviously, some United fans will have different opinions, but I hope he doesn't leave. Welcome to the Football Crew Show. Thanks for joining, mate. He says it's official. It's all over social media about Herrera. I'm gutted he hasn't renewed his contract. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I don't know what's been happening with the board. You know, his contract's been kind of, you know, winding down, and nothing's been done about it. And I don't understand it whatsoever. Nothing has been done to solve this problem. And, you know, this is what happens when you let a player's contract run down. You let a player's contract run down, and this happens. This is what's going to happen. Patrick says, would Chelsea sell Odoi to United? Sarri left him on the bench and rumours are around. Well, I was very, very surprised to see Callum Hudson-Odoi on the bench for Chelsea. I thought he was an absolute shoe-in to play, to be honest. And I don't understand why he was on the bench, but that just seems to be what Sarri likes to do. I mean, when Sarri was questioned about Callum Hudson-Odoi and whether and whether he's seen his game against Montenegro, I think it was, he said he hadn't even seen it, and he said he didn't even know if it was good or not. And I think if that was Jose Mourinho, people would be absolutely scathing of him in the media. Honestly, people would be absolutely scathing of Jose Mourinho. So yeah, it's an interesting scenario. I think Chelsea fans, there was a lot of Chelsea fans before, of course, they turned it around to make it 2-1. Singing, F Sarri ball, and we want Sarri out, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, ultimately, I don't know what's going on at Chelsea, but it's not good. Also leaving Callum Hudson-Odoi on the bench isn't going to help your situation. TTX says Phil Jones' new 5-year contract while Herrera gets nothing. I mean, that is ridiculous, isn't it? Ramsden says, I don't know if I asked you this before, but would you rather see Liverpool winning the EPL or Man City winning the unexpected quadruple? You guys can have your say on that in the comments as well. But for me, I'd probably rather see Liverpool winning the title, because Man City winning the quadruple would eclipse one of our best kind of seasons ever. Probably one of the best seasons ever for an English club. And I wouldn't want that to happen. So I'd probably rather Liverpool win the league than Man City win the quadruple, to be honest with you. But you guys might have a different opinion on that, of course. But yeah, we're going to get more into the preview. We're going to talk about Manchester United and how we need to set up against Wolves. Now, what I noticed from the last game especially was the fact that Wolves love to counter-attack, especially against the top 6 sides. Both of their goals came from sweeping counter-attacking moves, and I think we have to stop that. We really do have to stop that, because ultimately, when you give them space in behind to counter-attack you, when you start pressing up and going for a goal, that's when they hurt you. So really, an early goal is the best thing to get against Wolves. Once you get the first goal, then they've got no answer to it, because they have to come at you, and that's not what they want to do. We've seen that against lower opposition in the league this season. Wolves don't like having to come out and play. They want to counter-attack. They want to sit on the back foot and wait for you to make the mistake. And that's the annoying thing, obviously, being Manchester United. That's what's going to happen. But it's what you have to deal with, and Wolves are going to want to do that again, because it worked against us last time we played. So yeah, I think that is something we have to do. We have to stop the counter-attack. If we don't stop the counter-attack, it'll be a complete Groundhog Day, unfortunately. They've got some really, really good players. Ruben Neves, of course, can find a ball from absolutely anywhere. Raul Jimenez as well seems a really potent striker up front, who will finish chances when he gets them. So again, that first goal is going to be crucially important for us to get. Patrick says, Jones' situation just baffles me. We don't see him as a good player for United, but Sir Alex and Ole does. So what do we do now? I have no idea, man. No idea. I mean, Phil Jones, of course, played against Watford, and I thought he didn't have a bad game against Watford, to be fair to him, but ultimately, I don't think he should be in the Man United centre-back. I really don't think he should. But of course, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer seems to back him. Again, interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. But yeah, Randall says, it makes me vomit, but I would rather see Liverpool in the EPL as well. Yeah, mate, totally agree. Patrick says, so we're rooting for Liverpool now. I just threw up in my mouth. Mate, I'm not rooting for either of them. Honestly, I'm not rooting for either of them. It's just the worst of two evils, I've got to say. It's just the worst of two evils, to be honest with you, in my opinion anyway. But I would never root for Liverpool. And honestly, Spurs are such bottle jobs, by the way. Such bottle jobs. Ramon says, well, about Jones and Young, like Marco has brilliantly said, because they know they're not good enough for United, they'll accept any offer extension. Well, exactly. I mean, Man United's the biggest club in the world. They want to stay at Manchester United and finish their career there. And if we offer them an extension, they're going to bite your hand off for that. They really are going to bite your hand off. So, yeah, I mean, it's not ideal. Obviously, I don't hate any Manchester United players, but Phil Jones would definitely be on the list of players that I probably wouldn't mind getting rid of. But yeah, I reckon he'll probably be given a contract extension. But I really didn't want to see Ander Herrera leave Manchester United. I really didn't want to see that. So yeah, let's hope that he does stay at United. Let's hope this is all a kind of hoax or whatever. And yeah, let's hope we can just move on. Randall says, but for good players, they don't agree to the contract. They don't match their demand. Well, exactly. I mean, this is a story with Ander Herrera, apparently. Obviously, usually what happens is when they're a good player, they think, you know, if I could, you know, another big club in Europe could offer me the amount of money that I want. So they almost hold the club to ransom in some ways. But I don't think this is the case with Ander Herrera. But of course, this is what's being reported, that Herrera wants 200,000 a week. United only offering 170,000 a week. So Ander Herrera saying, you know what, PSG are going to offer me that money. I can go to PSG. So yeah, it's not a brilliant ideal scenario, but you know, it's what you have to deal with being a top club. You know, players are going to do that. But yeah, it's not ideal whatsoever. As I said, guys, please do leave a like if you aren't already as well. And Rashford, welcome to stream, mate. Thanks for joining. He said, Jesus Christ, the Herrera thing is very serious. Woody's letting this happen. Let our big players go and sign absolutely shambolic players. Of course, Ed Woodward is someone who's kind of slipped away, really. I mean, he hasn't really been talked about too much. But yes, Ed Woodward, for me, is definitely someone who has to take a lot of the blame, sorry, for this kind of fiasco, really. But yeah, it's mental, absolutely mental. Patrick says we could crowdfund the remaining 30,000. Yeah. Tell you what, that's a project I would sign up to, mate. I'd count me in for that. Count me in. But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, that also brings a question: will Ander Herrera play? Obviously tomorrow night against Wolves, because with all this speculation going around, would it be kind of ideal for him to play? Who knows? Who knows whether it would be? I'm not too sure, to be honest. I'm really not too sure if it would be, but yeah, you leave your thoughts in the comment section. Rasmus said 2 dislikes. What was that about? Someone got jealous or something? I have no idea, mate. I've got no idea. People leave dislikes. I can't do much about it. Maybe they generally don't like the content, which is fair enough. You know, they have their opinion. They have their opinion. I have to respect that. Rashford says, okay, let's make Ed Woodward as manager and see how difficult it is to use the players you want to keep and let go. Well, exactly. I mean, obviously, he's the one that wants to call the shots. Let's be honest. You know, he doesn't want a director of football in because he doesn't want to relinquish the power that he's got, because ultimately he's now got the power to keep and sell players and do the budget. A director of football would then take some of that power away, when even though Ed Woodward's nowhere near a football man, he wants to have that sort of power, and it's going to be difficult to take it away from him, but hopefully one day we do. Patrick says, thought about a wild card for a director of football, Cantona. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I feel like United do need someone who is properly right for the job. Someone who's going to do the job brilliantly. Someone who's got experience of doing the job. And Cantona, whilst it'd be amazing to have another club legend in the ranks of Manchester United, I'm not sure if it's going to happen, to be honest, Patrick. But maybe in the future. Patrick says, as well, he says he has been involved with United one way or another. I think he is an ambassador or something like that. But yeah, I don't see him as a director of football, I'm going to be honest, I don't see it. Welcome to Sickball, thanks for joining Sickball, really appreciate it. He's asked for a shout out, so yeah, make sure you check out Sickball's channel, it's a really good Juventus stuff, and make sure you do leave a like if you aren't already, guys, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Rasmus said 2 dislikes, where does that come from? Never seen it in the channel or live chat. I don't know, mate, as I said, people have their opinions, people will leave likes or dislikes as however they want to, and I can't really change that, but yeah, But yeah, I will be getting into my predicted lineup very, very soon as well. So if you guys want to, you know, leave your predicted lineups as well, make sure you do leave them in the live chat and just get involved. Just get involved. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is not working at all. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, also if you do experience any sort of, I don't know, lag or anything, I do apologise. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a very, very interesting game. I think ultimately the team that gets the first goal will win the game. I think that's what's going to go. I think unfortunately, I think you know, Wolves are obviously going to be very, very hungry. As I said, they're going to want to come for us. But if we get that first goal, they're going to have to come at us. And I mean, it's still 1-0 Arsenal. I hope Newcastle will score 1 at least. Yeah, let's hope so, Rasmus. Let's hope so. Rasmus says when they realise only 2 this side, they'll realise how odd they are. Exactly, mate. Exactly. You know, thank you so much for all you guys that do support the channel. I really do appreciate it. And tune in every night to watch these streams, because without you guys, I wouldn't do it. So thank you very much. Pat says when you get a dislike, you know you've made it. Congrats. Well, yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's it. You know, I may as well leave it there. I may as well quit YouTube now. I've made it. But no, anyway. But yeah, I think I'm going to get into my predicted lineup right now. So, I think it's going to be very much the same as what we did against Watford. I don't see too many changes coming in. There weren't very many injuries. Of course, yeah,
they fucked it 2-0.
But of course, you know, Marcus Rashford. Sorry, I've got the Newcastle game on right here. So if you heard anything from there, it's just a bit of commentary. But yeah, of course, you know, it's going to be a very, very difficult game. But I think there's not going to be too many changes from the Watford game. Obviously, Marcus Rashford looks like he potentially picked up an injury. I saw him hobbling a bit. So yeah, I mean, I think Rashford might be the only person who might be out of the game. But I think he's going to keep it very much the same. I think De Gea is going to be in goal. I see Ashley Young coming in at right back. I think it's going to be Lindelof. I'm not sure if Lindelof's playing. I'm not sure what the deal with Lindelof is, but I hope Lindelof's back. I hope it's Lindelof and Smalling. Luke Shaw comes back in at left back. Three across the middle. I think will be Pogba, Matic, and potentially Fred if Solskjaer decides to take Herrera out of the team due to the speculation. If he does do that, Fred will definitely go in his place. And then the three with Romelu Lukaku. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go with for the game. As I said, make sure you let me know your thoughts on the predicted lineup in the live chat if you haven't already. And also leave your thoughts in the comment section as well. I really want to hear what you guys have to say. And yeah, as Rasmus says there, we're only 3 away from 600 subscribers on the channel. How good is that? So if you haven't already, make sure you do check out the channel. Make sure you do subscribe if you haven't already. For more content, looks like they're going to go into 3rd place. Just means that the points are going to be so important, massively important against Wolves, and it's a big opportunity for us, of course, because we play before any of the other top kind of 3rd to 6th place teams. We can put a bit of pressure on them, and that'll be massive if we do that. And I think also if we were to see you know, Arsenal win here and also us win, then we would knock Spurs out of the top 4 and it would be us and Arsenal in the top 4. And I think potentially that is how it could stay. He's our best passer by a mile from the back. So yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen again. Let's hope he, you know, let's hope you know, let's hope Lindelof is back, because he's been an absolute colossal at the back as well. Rashford says his lineup is De Gea, Jones, Lindelof, Shaw, Young, Pogba, Fred, Matic, Martial, Lukaku and Lingard. Herrera needs to calm down because we gave him every support we need. What more? Well, yeah, I mean, I think, you know, taking Fred out of the team, especially with all the speculation about, might not be the worst thing in the world. Ramsden says he became a father, that's hardly an issue. Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened with Lindelof, to be honest. I really don't know what happened with him, but yeah, hopefully he's alright, and hopefully he's alright with the game, because I think Lindelof is definitely going to be a big asset to us, as I said. Welcome to Tom. Welcome, Tom McMillan. Thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it. Please do leave a like if you haven't already as well. And if you are just joining us, please do leave a like. And also subscribe to the channel if you are new. Share the stream about as well with your mates. We are only 3 subscribers off 600 subscribers. So please do help us out by subscribing to the channel and sharing it around, liking, all that good stuff. It all helps the channel out loads, so thank you so much for doing it. But yeah, as I said, that was my predicted lineup for the game. But to be honest with you, in this day and age, you never know what could happen with the lineup. It seems we bring in so many different changes, it's unreal. So who knows? Who knows, mate? Who knows? Potent are most, you know, our best front 3 going forward by a mile. So yeah, I'm hoping we see that again. I really do hope we see it. Tom says, if we beat Wolves, do we go 3rd? I mean, I'm not sure about the table. I think we're 1 point off Arsenal. So if Arsenal win here, then we go 4th if we beat Wolves, because Arsenal will be 1 point ahead of us. But if we do beat Wolves, we'll be back into the top 4, and we'll be above Arsenal as well. So yeah, look, I mean, you know what? It's not a done deal. It's not a done thing, because ultimately, you know, Wolves are a very, very good side. So yeah, it's if we beat Wolves, we go into 4th place, I believe, as well. Patrick says Rasmus, he became a father. Hopefully, Kieran says hopefully he's all right. Well, I don't know what's going on with the Lindelof stuff. I mean, yeah. Well, you know what? Congratulations then. Congratulations on becoming a father. Brilliant stuff. Well done to Victor Lindelof for doing that. But yeah, I'm hoping the Newcastle can nick a goal here in the last kind of 10-15 minutes of this game. I don't think it's likely. I think unfortunately they're not playing well at all. But yeah, but yeah, of course, what can you do? What can you do? I mean, obviously, Arsenal have got a really good favourable run-in to the rest of the season, so I would not be surprised if they were to, win this game. I would not be surprised. But yeah, I mean, as I said, guys, please do leave a like if you're around already. I do apologise for any kind of lag you're experiencing or anything. Can't help it, can't help it. But yes, if you guys have got any questions or anything like that, please do let me know. Or any kind of suggestions. But I mean, this one is a very, very hard one to call. Very, very hard one to call. Patrick asked, what's your opinions on Jose Perez? I think he's not a bad player, to be honest with you. I don't think he's a bad player. I think he did have a very, very good season a few seasons ago, but now he's dropped off a bit. But I still think he's not a bad player. I think he has got something in him. So yeah, let's hope that he can score for Newcastle as we're talking about him. Rashford says Solskjaer said the perfect response by saying he couldn't name other teams' players with Zidane was recently doing. Yeah, exactly. I mean, of course, obviously all the stuff with Paul Pogba and that. I mean, I don't know what to make of it. Again, it seems a lot like what was happening with Man City and stuff like that. So I tend to ignore all those sort of rumours as well. But I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know. I think Pogba it's looking unlikely that Pogba's going to be at United, at the start of next season. But we'll see. We'll see again. Pogba might, say, another, he might want a boost in his contract. Who knows? I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. But yeah, I'm going to get on to my score prediction for the game now. I'm going to get on to my score prediction for the game. The last bit of the preview, as you guys know. So my score prediction, sorry, I was just watching the Newcastle game. My score prediction for the game, I'm going to go with, I think it's going to be a 2-1 win to Manchester United. I know that's a bit of kind of, sitting on the fence, kind of not sure. But I think it's going to be 2-1 United. I think it's going to be very, very close, honestly. I think it's going to be a really close run thing for that game. I think Wolves are going to come for us. But I think we are going to get an early goal. I think we'll get the early goal, and that will kind of stem the nerves. And then I think we'll see, us in the second half, early in the second half, we'll get the second goal. Wolves might pull one back, but I think we'll hold on for a 2-1 win and come out of there with 3 points. And really, at this stage, that's all that matters at this point. Patrick says next captain Pogba or De Gea. I think probably if De Gea stays, I think De Gea might be captain. But it also depends, because if Ander Herrera leaves, maybe we might bring in a midfielder to be captain. Who knows? Ramsey says, what do you think about the Ramsey being captain of Arsenal? To me, a player who's about to leave becoming a captain is weird. Well, I guess it's sentimental, it's kind of giving him a bit of a send-off. I can kind of see the logic in that. Patrick says, I think it's going to be 3-1 to Wolves. Oh, no, Patrick. Oh, no. Oh, you can't be predicting a negative prediction. Not on my watch, but no, fair play. It's probably realistic, to be fair. Wolves are probably going to turn it up for us. They're going to bring their A game, no doubt about it. So yeah, it's annoying, but we have to deal with it. If you're going to finish top 4, you have to win these types of games, and especially how close the top 4 race is. One loss and you could be put in the shit straight away. Rasa says it's not respect to say, oh, I'll have this player and others when a player is happy at the club. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Mon managers these days seem to like to ruffle the feathers and kind of see what they can do. It's all mind games. It's all absolute mind games. So yeah. Patrick says I'm always wrong, so we're alright. Alright, good stuff, Patrick. Good stuff. Good for predicting that. But yeah. I'm going to end it here, guys. I think that is a great way to end the stream. I hope we do get all 3 points in the game, and I think that's all that really matters. As I said, guys, please do leave a like. Arsenal have just scored, by the way.
It's the most comical bit of defending I think I've ever seen in my life.
So there you go. There you go. Apparently, most comical bit of defending you've seen in your life. But if you want to go check that out, it's on Sky Sports, whatever. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the review of the game. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.